Cam Newton's recent appearance on ESPN turned into a moment of viral significance, leaving none other than Stephen A. Smith, arguably one of the most eloquent and outspoken voices in sports commentary, completely speechless. The exchange unfolded in the aftermath of the Buffalo Bills' high-stakes win over the Baltimore Ravens during the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. It was a game packed with intensity and drama, ultimately spotlighting a single pivotal moment: Ravens tight end Mark Andrews' inability to secure a crucial pass on a two-point conversion attempt, a misstep that could have tied the game and possibly altered its outcome. This single play, and Andrews' subsequent decision to avoid the media, became a focal point of discussion on the show. Yet, it wasn't this controversy alone that would dominate the headlines after the broadcast. Cam Newton, never one to shy away from speaking his mind, redirected the conversation to something far more incendiary: a lawsuit involving Fox Sports. A hairdresser had come forward, accusing network executive Charlie Dixon and well-known host Skip Bayless of making unwanted sexual advances, a claim that had, until that moment, been largely ignored by the mainstream sports media. Newton's decision to juxtapose this serious allegation with the scrutiny Mark Andrews was facing struck a chord that reverberated far beyond the confines of the ESPN studio. In his measured yet forceful tone, Newton remarked, "I'm going to go with the unpopular pick, but I want everybody to keep this same energy in other commodities." The statement alone was enough to draw attention, but it was what followed that truly stunned everyone in the room, and soon after, the wider public. In politics, in entertainment, in sports, no matter what it is, we haven't been holding people to the same fire. So Mark Andrews, it's okay, bro. You ain't gotta talk to nobody because in other networks there are lawsuits that have been out. We ain't heard nobody say nothing about that. Stephen A. Smith, a man celebrated for his quick wit and ability to dominate any debate, was visibly taken aback. His facial expressions betrayed a mix of surprise, confusion, and perhaps even a hint of unease. For a moment, it seemed as though Smith didn't quite know how to respond, a rare occurrence for someone of his stature. He finally broke his silence with a simple yet telling question: "What are you talking about, Cam?" Newton didn't hesitate. With the confidence of someone who knows the weight of their words, he elaborated, "When there's a Fox report that comes out and we haven't heard anybody speak about anything or make any type of public announcement, nobody has held Fox to that same thing. So why are we talking about making a big fuss about Mark Andrews if you're not going to keep that same energy across the board?" That's what I'm saying. The gravity of Newton's statement was undeniable. By calling out what he perceived as a double standard, he forced a conversation that many in the industry had been reluctant to have. The allegations against Fox Sports were serious, and Newton's willingness to address them on such a prominent platform was a bold move that carried significant risk. Yet for Newton, the risk seemed worth it. His words weren't just about the specific case at hand, they were a critique of the broader culture of selective accountability that permeates not just sports media but society as a whole. Stephen A. Smith, for all his usual bravado, appeared genuinely flustered. His body language, shifting in his seat, glancing down, and momentarily losing his characteristic composure, spoke volumes. For a brief moment, the roles were reversed. Cam Newton was the one in control of the narrative, while Smith was left scrambling to regain his footing. The exchange quickly became a viral sensation, with clips circulating across social media platforms and sparking widespread debate. Some viewers applauded Newton for his courage, praising him for using his platform to address an issue that many others had chosen to ignore. One user on X, formerly known as Twitter, commented, "Cam, you're not supposed to speak the truth like that. People don't like it." Another wrote, "Cam Newton deserves more respect and more time in front of mass media. I watch his show on YouTube. People have been minimizing him for far too long. Cam Newton is one of the realest dudes talking about sports, even when I don't agree with him on everything." Others, however, were more critical, questioning whether it was appropriate for Newton to bring up such a sensitive topic in the context of a sports discussion. The polarized reactions underscored the complexity of the issues Newton had raised, as well as the difficulty of navigating such terrain in a public forum. Controversy also reignited long-standing debates about the role of the media in holding powerful figures and institutions accountable. Newton's comments served as a stark reminder of the disparities in how different stories are covered, or in some cases, ignored altogether. Why, many asked, had the allegations against Fox Sports not received the same level of scrutiny as other high-profile scandals? Newton's willingness to pose this question on live television was a bold move that challenged not only his peers but also the broader media establishment. For Newton, the moment was emblematic of his broader approach to life and career. Throughout his time in the NFL, he has been a figure who defies easy categorization. Known for his immense talent on the field, Newton is equally recognized for his flamboyant fashion sense, outspoken personality, and unshakable commitment to being true to himself. Whether it's through his play style, his media appearances, or his personal life, Newton has consistently demonstrated a willingness to challenge norms and push boundaries. This latest episode was no exception. By bringing up the Fox Sports lawsuit, Newton not only highlighted an important issue but also demonstrated his broader commitment to speaking truth to power. In doing so, he reminded audiences of the value of authenticity in an industry that often prioritizes image over substance. The exchange also put Stephen A. Smith in an unusual position. Known for his ability to control the narrative and steer discussions, Smith found himself momentarily out of his depth. While he eventually recovered, his initial reaction of disbelief and hesitation was a rare glimpse of vulnerability from a man who is typically unflappable. The impact of the exchange continues to be felt, both within the sports media world and beyond. As the clip of Newton's comments circulates online, it has sparked broader conversations about accountability, fairness, and the role of media in shaping public discourse. Whether you agree with Newton's perspective or not, there's no denying the significance of his words, a call for consistency and integrity that resonates far beyond the world of sports. For fans and viewers, the moment was a reminder of why Cam Newton remains one of the most compelling figures in sports today. His willingness to tackle difficult topics, even at the risk of alienating some audiences, sets him apart in an industry where many prefer to play it safe. In an era where authenticity is increasingly rare, Newton's courage and conviction are a breath of fresh air. As the conversation continues, one thing is clear: Cam Newton's appearance on ESPN was more than just a viral moment. It was a statement, a challenge, and a call to action. Whether it leads to meaningful change or fades into the background remains to be seen, but for now it stands as a powerful reminder of the importance of speaking up, even when it's unpopular. Well guys, what are your thoughts? Do tell us in comment section below. Thanks for watching.